All right, welcome back to my channel. What I'm going to do today is just a really quick and simple batch of French toast. This one is just for me, so once again, we really won't have any measurements. So let me go ahead and get started. As you can see, I have one egg here. Like I said, it's just for me. To this one egg, I'm going to add just a little bit of milk. You can use heavy cream also, but in this case, like I said, it's a last minute thing, so I'm just going to use just a little bit of milk, like I said. We're also going to add just a little bit of sugar, white sugar, brown sugar, completely up to you. You even have the option of using, honey if you would like, if you want an all natural sweetener. All right, I'm also going to add to mine a little bit of vanilla flavor. Let's see here, what else do I want to put in here now? You really can't have French toast without having you a little bit of cinnamon. So, make sure I get that cinnamon in there. Optional, dash of nutmeg. Nutmeg is pretty pungent, so you don't really want to use too much of that. Alright, and pretty much that's it. So, I'm just going to take my fork and whisk it all up. Now, when it comes to the type of bread you want to use for your French toast, it's completely up to you. I am about to use just a regular batch of Wonder Bread. I prefer to use, let's see here. I prefer to use sourdough bread or even Texas toast. But for this video, just because I'm just doing a quick little batch of French toast, like I said, just for me, I'm going to use Wonder Bread. Now, the reason I say that you can actually use heavy cream also instead of milk, you can even use half and half. The reason I say that is because sometimes, because I'm not measuring, I don't want you to make the mistake of using too much milk and then you end up with soggy toast. So just a little milk, or like I said, go ahead and use some heavy cream or half and half. All right, we are going to start dipping the toast now. I think I said dipping the toast, but let me just say dipping the bread. So all you do is put it in, dip it on both sides, go to your next slice, put it in, dip it on both sides. With the one egg that I'm using, I may be able to get 4 slices, possibly, probably. We'll see here in a second. Looks like we may only get 3, which is fine because, like I said, this is simply for me and me alone. My hands are clean, but once again, it's for me and me alone. All right, let's heat up the skillet and get it going. So we've actually gotten the skillet warmed here. I'm just gonna put just a little bit of cooking spray in the skillet just to make sure it doesn't stick. I'm actually using, if you notice, a copper skillet, so it's not gonna stick anyway, but even still, just to have it. I always put the cooking spray in there. All right, once again, I am using my hands because it's cooking beyond measure and it's cooking for me. So anyway, went ahead, put that in. It's going to cook slow. It could have got a little bit warmer, a little bit hotter, I would say, before I put that in there. But I'm just gonna let it cook for a little while. It's normally gonna take about a minute or minute and a half on each side, and we'll be ready to get the next one in there. If you notice, I have my handle turned away from the outside. Funny story. I'm pretty sure all of your mom have always told you don't have your pot handle hanging out because someone can walk by, bump it, and end up burning themselves. But funny story that I have, it's not fun, it's funny now, but at the time it scared the daylights out of me. Years ago, maybe about, I'm gonna say 10 years ago, I'm in the kitchen, I'm cooking. I think I was frying chicken. And at the time I was frying the chicken, what I did not have is this guy. This guy is a lifesaver. It helps you out, you know, with the splatter and things like that. It's like a splatter shield, I think is what it's called, a splash guard. But either way, I'm frying my chicken, and my son decides he wants to be under me, around me, just everywhere I am. If anyone knows my son, he knows that he does it even now at 14. But he's right under me while I'm cooking, and he runs up to me just as I'm throwing chicken into the grease, and he's standing there and he's just, you know, yammering, talking, laughing, whatever the case. Grease popped all over my baby. He had a fresh haircut, and it was cut low. When I tell you he had burns in his head, on the side of his neck, that scared the devil out of me. So for that reason, I pretty much keep them away from me and the kitchen. My daughter, she honestly should have her butt in the kitchen more, but she doesn't. I spoil her because I'm always cooking anyway, so she never really gets a chance. So anyway, looks like it's time to flip this over and get the other side going. Turn my heat down just a little because it's a little darker than what I would prefer, but even still, that's a good looking piece of French toast. Alright, so let's go ahead and let this cook. Like I said, it's only going to be about a minute and a half on each side. We'll get the rest of them done, and we will get it plated so you can see how gorgeous this plate of French toast is going to look. So we're actually about done, but one thing I want you guys to realize or take notice of, the reason I say not too much milk, and I know I repeated this earlier in the video, but I want to say again, not too much milk, because what will end up happening is you will have soggy French toast. And one thing about French toast I hate is when it gets entirely too soggy. If you notice, this one is firm. So that means I definitely did not use too much milk. So that's why I always stress, do not use too much milk. So anyway, that is the last one. It is done. So we are actually about to get this baby plated up, and you can see how great it looks. It's done, it's plated, and in my opinion, the only thing that we're missing is what makes everything taste better: powdered sugar. Just a sprinkle of powdered sugar, and when I say a sprinkle, I mean a lot. But hey, this is for me. So there you are. French toast, quick and simple. When I tell you quick and simple, it was so easy. Enjoy. All right, I want to thank you guys once again for joining me, and also do not forget, by all means, I want you to please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Make sure you subscribe so that you don't miss any of the other recipes that I have coming up. My next one, I think, is going to be a key lime cheesecake. Once again, don't forget, like, share, comment, and subscribe. Also, hit that notification bell so you get notified whenever there's a new video coming. Love you lots. Thank you.